Hey guys, welcome back. Bomb here. I'm really excited about this video today. We just got hot off a stream, a 3-hour long testing session with Inteleon to match the 3-hour long one we did last time too. And oh boy, you guys know very well that Inteleon was probably one of my favorite VMAX cards, and I'm so excited to say that I think this deck can be meta. I don't want to say anything for sure because it does have Frostmoth in it, but I'm really excited about showing you guys these games. The cool thing about Inteleon is that it pretty much has a 50-50 matchup against pretty much everything in the format, right? Where it's like you obviously are, favored in the fire matchups, but against Eternus, against Zacian, against a lot of decks, you have a really good matchup against them. Like Inteleon has all the tools it needs to beat a lot of these decks. We discuss them more in the actual video itself, so. And the video itself is going to be, once again, highlights from my stream. Because we stream so much, I'm just going to cut up the games and put them into the video as opposed to just give you guys a section of my stream. That way you guys get a better viewing experience. But I do want to say right now that there is some work being done in my house, so some of the games might have a little bit of background noise. I'm sure you guys don't mind though. If you guys do mind, then just watch a stream later or something like that, because I'm definitely gonna be playing Inteleon again. So let's go ahead and get into the deck list. This is going to be very similar to the winning list, but I made a few changes that I feel like have done really well for me in my playtesting, so I'm going to share them with you guys. But we'll do general discussion too. First, Inteleon, 60 damage, put energy back in the hand. That's good versus Eternus. It's good versus ADP. It's good for slow stalling. 60 damage is nice. You can knock out Jirachis with a Zigzagoon snipe. And then max bullet does 160 and then 60 damage to one of your opponent's Pokemon. That's good against things like Rowlets. We can knock them out before they become Decidueyes. It's good against Jirachis and Zigzagoons if you put a Zigzagoon snipe on them. The 60 damage is actually perfect versus Zacian because 60 into 160 is 220. And it can 3-hit KO Crobats. So if you're attacking other things if you do 3 attacks, you knock out a Crobat is what I'm trying to say. So the 60 damage is really, really nice. Max bullets is a good attack. 2-hit KOs everything except for Eternus, but Eternus we can 2-hit KO with either putting a Hydro Snipe or a Zigzagoon Snipe twice, or if we can weaken it with Snipe Shot, which is something that I find myself doing sometimes too, because usually they can't attack you if you go second. Inteleon, I'm still on the fence whether I want to be going first or second more often. If you go second, you're more likely not to get donked. Sometimes you get stuck with just like a lone Snom or a Jirachi or something along the lines of that. But going first means that you can evolve your Frostmoth more often. So it's really up in the air, but I do like it. Inteleon, Snipe Shot, Aqua Report, I do play this a lot versus things like Sentinel Scorch when I don't need to evolve into my VMAX, or if I'm like behind by like a beat, then Aqua Report can 2-hit KO a lot of things, or like 3-hit KO a lot of things. You can also look at their hand and get pretty good information as well. So Inteleon carries its own weight too. It's pretty handy. But that is the main attackers. Everything else is kind of like support, right? Crobat, Zigzagoon, 1 Eldegoss. I find Eldegoss pretty useful. I just like having a ball search way to get boss, which I am still playing 3 boss. I've definitely had way too many games where I've had to detonate or research away all my bosses and the Eldegoss, and I just don't have boss for the rest of the game. And this deck sometimes really suffers if you don't have boss. So I had to increase the boss count and play an Eldegoss as well, so I have a little bit more security. I don't mind dumping bosses here and there, and this deck sometimes you just have to dig through it to get your Frostmoth and enough energies. Speaking of energies, I am playing 3 Capacious Bucket. I was going 2, and then I put in the 3rd one because I was like, what if I just play a 3rd one and cut down the energy count a little bit? And then I did, and it was marvelous, but not as marvelous as the 2 energy retrievals I played. I play 2 now. I just find that sometimes I go through like 2 Inteleon VMAXs and a Keldeo against against Eternatus. Yeah, that's the name, right? So usually I get one Inteleon VMAX, do some damage, get hurt too badly, have to retreat into Keldeo, take an Oko on one of the Eternuses with Resolute Blade, which does 50 for each of their bench Pokemon. So obviously you can Oko and Eternus from full if they have a full bench. That gets knocked down in return, and then I come in with a fresh Inteleon, attack 1 or 2 more times, and then I win the game. That's the way I've been playing it. So having these energy retrievals are good. Not to mention, once again, I am playing the Denes, and I'm playing Researches, and I dump my hand a lot. So being able to get those energies back that I had to dump that I didn't want to dump is great for energy retrieval as well as I can like hard retreat, energy retrieve, look at those energies right back. I can I can, yeah, I don't have to like feel like I'm gonna lose the game because I had to dump energies just to make my game plan work right. So, energy retrievals gave me a lot more versatility in this list. I am playing, of course, one Keldeo. Keldeo is pretty interesting too. New box is a thing. People are playing Mewtwo, Welder box, Welder Mewtwo again. So Pure Heart is good versus that. Sonic Edge means you can hit past Decidueyes. You get a few snipes in with Zigzagoon, and that actually gives you a pseudo out if they only have one Decidueye down. You are weak to grass, so you will be OHKO'd in return if they have another one, but at the very least you can hit past their effect. 3 Jirachi, 3-2 line of Frostmoth. Honestly, kind of want to make this a 2-2 line. We'll see. If I want to make, if I do make this a 2-2 line, I'll play another Marnie because I'm only playing 2 Marnie and I want to play more. But the reason why you don't really care about the Frostmoth that much is because once you use his ability once and attach like 1 or 2 energies with it, you don't usually use the Frostmoth anymore. At that point, you're pretty set for the rest of the game. Usually when I play this deck, Frostmoth is only relevant for 1 turn, and then I just pick it up, and that gives me more bench space for other things. Because I don't use Frostmoth after that. I set up 1 Inteleon, maybe half set up another Inteleon. By the time that first Inteleon goes down, the other Inteleon is set up and ready to start hitting. So if you can minimize the Frostmoth slots in your deck so that you have less dead cards once you set up a Frostmoth. I like playing 3 though, because sometimes in some matches they will chase down your Snom. That's kind of annoying, so having 2 down is good. In the mirror match is super annoying because 1 Zigzagoon snipe into a snipe shot will knock out your Snom, which is how you approach the mirror match too. So you get the first Frostmoth out and you take the first knockout. So in the mirror match, it's nice to have 2 Snoms down. And yeah. So I'm playing 1 Evo Incense to go with our 4 Calm and 4 Quick Ball. It's just more search. It's really important to get these VMAXs and Frostmoths turn 2. So instead of increasing the count of them, I decided to play an Evo Incense again. Instead, it gives you a little bit more versatility. You can pair with Pokecom. You can use it just in the deck once you've already set up a Frostmoth. You don't mind dumping the other one. Things like that. I like the Evo Incense. It's definitely added a lot more consistency to this deck list, just playing that one of Incense. And everything else is pretty standard. 4 nets, 4 switches. I'm not playing Birdkeeper anymore. I was playing Birdkeeper, but I really wanted to play this 3rd boss, so I cut the Birdkeeper for it. Birdkeeper's okay, but I just feel like it didn't do enough for me to really warrant playing it. Wonderlab. I'm not really sure if I even like Wonderlab in this list. It's helpful sometimes, but usually, most of the time, it's not helpful. It's really just there to be a stadium bump against what's that, Black Market? Yeah, Black Market is the really only big pain for you. Sometimes your opponents play Power Plant too, so having just a stadium bump is nice. But you can argue that playing Marshadow is better. So that's up to you really. I'm really up in the air about if I like it or not. Marshadow is like searchable, so it's arguably better. But at the same time, I don't know. I'm in the air about it. This is like good disruption, which you can easily alleviate, but we're only playing 8 energy, so putting 4 on 1 Pokemon is half your energy count. Whatever. 3 boss, 2 Marnies, and 4 research. 2 Marnies is the only problem I'm having with this deck list. If anything, I could see myself cutting a Dedenne for a 3rd Marnie, but Dedenne is good. I like having that push potential in this deck list. It keeps this deck really consistent. So between 2 Dedennes, Crobat, and Eldegoss, I feel like this low-ish supporter count has been working well enough for me, but Marnie is just a good card, so I wouldn't mind playing 2 more. Once again, I did mention that you can maybe cut a Snom. I would probably cut the Dedenne first, maybe test with 2 Snoms, see if you like it. But the rest of this video will be games from the streams. I'll try to give you the good ones. And try to give you just the post-rotation ones. Although we did have some spicy wins versus a Pikarom list. We actually managed to beat Pikarom because Keldeo is MVP in that matchup and Resolute Blade. But once again, I'm not expecting to see Pikarom post-rotation, so I'm going to try my best to get you only post-rotation matches in the rest of the video. And I'll see you guys in a second. Also, yeah, I know about that Persian. I'm surprised though. Well, I hope hopefully it works out. Alright, let's see. Nothing to do with this hand either, really, unless we get a quick ball or something right now. Yeah, it's not gonna help. Alright. Let's see what happens. That's a cool idea. Adding cards to their hand with surprise box and Yellow Grant. forcing them to have specific cards in their hand. I like that idea a lot. Ooh, and Keldeo, which is weird. I don't think you bench the Keldeo in the mirror match, right? You can hit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can hit 200 or 25. 25 is not bad. That was good though. Ooh, thank you, sir. All right, there goes all of our switching cards. So let's find Snom and something else. This is great. We can bench a bunch of good stuff here. And we can put things in range. Although I'm not really sure what I'm gonna hit. Ooh, if he doesn't evolve this turn, then we can actually knock out the Snom, which is wonderful for us. And hopefully he doesn't replicate that, and we don't have an awkward game. But this is amazing. We're gonna have to do this hand, so we'll do this first. Let's grab Zigzagoon. Please don't be pressed. Alright, let's see if we can find a second Inteleon and another Snom. Now to decide if I want a second Snom or a second Inteleon. I think I want a second Snom though. We're not really threatened to get O-code here. Oh, I can't evolve. 5, 10, 15. He should only be hitting us for 15, right? It's bench Pokemon on there, perfect. So let's knock out that Snom. So we get that turn, we get the VMAX attack next turn, and he doesn't unless he evolves, puts energy back into our hand, and then we have to find switch shenanigans, which is all possible to play around with. I like that idea, Gabriel. I'm thinking about it. I kind of like it. I'm kind of a fan. Hey, Twitch chat, how are y'all doing? We have 10 viewers still. We all vibing? We vibing together? What's he gonna do here? Oh, alright. Never mind then. Training court. That makes things so much easier for me. But really all depends if we can top deck. Hopefully we can get a switch. I mean, there was a bunch at the bottom of the deck. I don't know if we have any more. Yeah, that's a problem. Alright, let's do this. Manually attach. Do the thing. And let's Marnie. Yeah, that's Marnie. And there's a switch and the energy and a net, so we're good to go. And we have a Dene, which also works quite nicely to help us set up further plays. But I don't think I'm going to play it because we don't need to. But it'd be nice to get another Inteleon down. And set that thing up in one turn as well. Now, 6 means getting hit for 200. We should be out of range. But we won't be in range of being Oko the following turn. So getting an Inteleon down is pretty nice here. So let's try to get a bunch of energies on this Inteleon. We still have 3 buckets we haven't found. And there's 2 energies, so that's all we really need. Now he can boss up my Inteleon and knock it out with Keldeo. But of course he needs his own Frostmoth to do that, and I don't see one, so I think we're okay. No net. How many nets have we lost? Only 1, okay. So damage anywhere that matters. I guess we can put it all in Crobat. No point in damaging this unless we can knock it out that turn. You redeem some points? Play it. Alright, what do you want me to play in Spiral? Let me go ahead and... What do you want me to play, bro? Butterfree, V, Max, and Paris. Oh boy. Oh boy. Well, in order to play the deck, we have to build the deck. So I guess we're building a Butterfree V Max in the middle of the stream. Alright, I'll do that for you, bro. Just remind me to do that after this game. Butterfree V Max. Oh, but I don't have the cards. I need to get the cards first. I don't have an account that has all the things. I already clicked accept too. Is there a way to? Well, we'll see what we can do. Actually, I might have pulled enough to build the deck already anyways, so we'll see. We'll double check. He needs a switch here. You can't just be active and lose. What's he gonna do? Well, I can wait for another day if you don't want to go trading during stream. We'll double check. If I have the cards, I'll just do it. I don't mind doing it. But if I don't have the cards, then we'll do it next stream. I don't know. See, never go for the Frostmoth, guys. It's not worth ever because like I don't need it anymore. Yeah, I just don't need it anymore. I need to find the VMAX though. Do I play the second Dedenne and dig? Or do I play Jirachi here? I'm gonna play Jirachi. Although Jirachi's not gonna help me. Actually, it might. I haven't played Incense yet. Oh, speaking of which, hello friend. Hello friend. And if we get knocked out here, we can just manually attach, and that's pretty much game, because all we gotta do is snipe this thing one more time. Beautiful. Beautiful, flawless game. Biggest problem with Butterfree is the 3 attack cost. Yeah, we gotta figure it out. He's making me do it because he wants the challenge. And his favorite Pokemon's Butterfree, of course. Do you know if you have Malamar VMAX? I might have. I know I have like one of them. I've never built a deck with Malamar, so I know I don't have that many. Maybe the Rillaboom. He wants me to play with Paris. It could just be like a big old box deck. Play bajillion Pokemon and Great Balls, Pokecoms, Quick Balls. Just go ham with the search and just rely on nothing but the Pokemon. What you doing, homie? Yeah, Paris to boost damage, yeah. Alright, well, GG's, dude. Don't know why you played it out when there's a Crobat right back there. Should we go for the BM? No, it's not with the BM. We could have taken 4 prizes this turn, though. Know this. Know that we could have taken 4 prizes this turn. Alright. So once again, if you want a chance to win 3 Darkness Ablaze codes, let me know in the chat what your favorite artwork card is from the Sun and Moon era. Or the Sword and Shield era, not Sun and Moon era. Let me take my shirt off. It's getting really hot. Don't pretend like you didn't hear that, guys. Alright, opening sucks quite a bit. We might just lose, but that's the game that we did play. Okay, we didn't lose. That's good news, at least. Oh yeah, we definitely want to win this game. So let's do our best. I'm almost considering getting Snom here because Snom gives us the highest chance of winning right now. But Jirachi can get us so much more, potentially even a Dedenne or a Crobat. Didn't give us anything though, did it? Oh no. I was really hoping to find a single ball search card. I guess we can grab Pokecom and grab like the Dedenne right now. Honestly. It's kind of lame. Oh, I already had one in hand. Oh no, I'm messing up, guys. I just want so much. I'm so greedy. 3 quick balls. We don't have any more Pokecoms, do we? We have 1 Pokecom. I could just grab a Snom and and just say that that's enough. Snom is just enough. We don't need anything more than that. Besides subscores, what does the deck match up well with? Well, it's not that it matches up well with much, it's just that it has the ability to keep pace with everything, right? That's the point. That's what makes this deck so good, is that it can 50-50 all the decks. I can't think of anything it doesn't beat very well. Maybe decks like Luke Metal Zacian that plays a lot of tools, because we don't play anything to really deal with that. But other than that, I think we're pretty good against all the decks. I'm just trying to think. Yeah, because against Eternists we can beat them. We can snipe their Zigzagoons and, you know, 2-KO other stuff, and Keldeo can Oko and Eternists, which is nice. Sentinel Scorch we beat. Any single prize deck we can beat pretty well, except for maybe the Decidueye, but the Decidueye we can usually outpace and beat them because we spread damage. ADP we can disrupt with our sniping attack and potentially stop them from getting the GX attack very often, or just 2-KO most of their stuff, because like we can 2-KO Zacians or Oko them as long as they have 60 damage snipe on them. Vikavolt, I don't know if Vikavolt beats us. I haven't tested against Vikavolt yet, but I'm imagining it doesn't because Vikavolt sounds bad post-rotation. But it could be good and I could lose. It's always that possibility. But this is a Frostmoth at least. It could also be so much more if I play Crowbat this turn. Do I want to do that? I mean, I have research. Let's just do this, whatever. I mean, it would have been nice to draw cards because that means that if I draw into the Frostmoth, I don't have to search the Frostmoth. But I think playing safe is our best way of winning this game. Because playing safe means that we can set up our Pokemon a tad bit more consistently. For instance, I can Oko this dude if I can get 2 more energy cards and another switching card, which is looking pretty risky, but it's honestly I think it's worth. Actually no, we can play the switch now and then hard manually retreat this thing. We can get 3 energies or a switch and a few energies. What can we get rid of here? We actually need to get damage where? I don't even play the game anywhere. Maybe on Marshadow and force him to pop the Marshadow so we can play our own Wonder Lab eventually. Actually, if we do this, that gives us a chance to find Scoop Up Net as another switching option. Which we found, but we didn't find much else. No energies down there either. We could hard retreat, Capacious Bucket, and then take a knockout. Boom, what'd I say? Wow, man, cutting that energy is really... Whew. We run out of energies quick. There's only like 5 energies in the deck or something. So you have 3 prizes, which is kind of ridiculous, but expected, I guess. Alright, so I don't think he has a way to Oko me unless he gets... I guess he can get 4 energies on the board and Oko me with Persephone, which is fine, I guess. We can just return the knockout with our own Inteleon eventually. I don't know if I want to bench this, actually. So I'd like to bench an Inteleon instead. Oh yeah, I would really like to bench an Inteleon instead. I guess if he takes a knockout, though, we don't have to worry about it. Let's go ahead and just do this, and let's take a look at his hand. Let's take a look-see. He's got the Welder, which means he's going to be able to Welder up a dude if he wants to hit us. Or he could Welder up a Volcanion, maybe? But he can only get 3 energies on the board. He can't get 4 energies, so we should be good. Oh, well, there's 2 of our 3 prize energies. Are you setting up a Vigil for Malamar? What's going on? What's going on? Oh, Peter Beaters, by the way. Let me go ahead and add you to the giveaway as well. Good old Peter. If anybody else wants the chance to win 3 codes, Peter Betters. I don't really know how that name is, but there you go. There we getting hit. He might confuse us, but confusing us sounds bad. So I wouldn't do that if I was my opponent. It looks like he wants to play Wonder Lab himself, so I'm okay with that. If we can get the VMAX, I don't know why he confused us. We literally are going to evolve and hopefully knock that out if we can get it on the net. Oh, there's nothing to attach to. I guess I could attach to myself just to prevent shenanigans, like stalling of any kind. But we can just win the game here for pretty much. Yeah. Alright, well, let's go ahead and pick a winner. I mean, his belly isn't, I mean, you're not wrong. Alright, let's go ahead and quickly do a randomizer. There's 5 people that have entered. Take out the Dene, put in another Marnie, and then going second games might be better. Because that way we can actually set up our board without risk. But realistically, that has only happened to us once. So I don't think it's that much of a big deal. Until crap like this happens. What am I supposed to do about this? We just have to top deck, because I can't empty out my hand enough to play Crobat, really. So, attach and pass. That's 2 bad hands in a row. That's going to be kind of awkward later. Alright, your boy's back to school and I hate it already. I feel that. How'd you do it? I saw somebody play Houndoom the other day and they were doing okay with it. I don't know if it's really good, but Houndoom, you play it with Spikemuth and maybe Spiritombs. Play Roar Energies. Damage your own bench. Play, I don't know, Welder. But you can't really play Welder with the Roar Energies. Well, Houndoom is like a subpar fire attacker. And it's another thing with like Eternus, right? Like, why play Houndoom when Sentinel Scorch is right there? It's a much better card. And damaging your own bench sounds really bad right now because of Inteleon. And also, Eternus has Zigzagoon, so like if you have those like Pokemon with too low HP, damaging their own bench, that seems pretty risky. Well, boys, I've really enjoyed playing this game, but that would be lying to you. I don't want to lie to you. This is the dark times that we live in, boys. We're gonna get knocked down next turn. You can never damage a Spiritomb unless it's an Oko. Let's go for Jirachi here, the Jinx. Wow, Bag's talking crap in the Tricky Room chat. Had to renew my sub, my guy. Oh, you did? Hold on. What's up, Sebastian, by the way? I don't see it in the chat, which is kind of lame. But thank you for subscribing, Sebastian. Boy, Nimbus sub, my dude. Appreciation. Alright, let's see. Well, we didn't die, so that's good news. Now we gotta find ourselves a VMAX, another Inteleon, and a bunch of energies. Shouldn't be that hard. A VMAX, an Inteleon, and a singular energy. Not the worst thing in the world. As long as this Frostmoth sticks one more turn, we should be fine, even if we get knocked out. Whoop. De loop. What are we knocking out, boys? Probably Zigzagoon, right? We should be immune to being O-code unless he has more Zigzagoons. Any energies down here? Nope. A little busy, but just dropping by. I had to show my homie a little bit. Hey, man, know that I love you as well. King. All right. Another Zigzagoon. Oh, wait a minute, no. He's just putting it back. Alright, what are we doing now? We can knock out a... we can probably boss the Oricorio and knock that out if we get a Zigzagoon ourselves. That could be handy. And then we just knock out one more thing per game. Give me the Jinx. Either Jinx. Let's see. Spiritomb sucks, by the way. I know Spiritomb did really well. I don't know if it even did well. I think it made top 16. I don't know if it made top 8 in the Hexstar tournament thingy. But dude, I tested Spiritomb. Spiritomb has just so many terrible matchups in this meta. Like, even with your giant cape, like, you still lose to things like Zigzagoon. You have to gate your capes all the time or you're just going to lose the game in general. You can't load up damage as much as you used to. Giant cape is much worse than the belt, because at least with the belt you didn't have to damage yourself as much to reach those big numbers, but with cape you have to damage yourself like 10 times to reach 300, which is too much damage. I mean not too much damage, but too much work. Like, no matter what he does here, I don't think he can OHKO us, because the most he can do is 300 or 310, I think, which is 10 damage counters, which he can't do unless he has another switch here. Oh crap, does he have 2 switches? Are we gonna be... Oh, he just got bodied, bro. Alright, is it 310? Yeah, it's 310. Yeah, but that's like, look at all this work, and now all I have to do is bench a Zigzagoon, and then, like, I'm pretty much gonna win the game. Like, it's ridiculous. Hopefully our Zigzagoon's not prized, though, because then I'd make all this trash talk completely null and void. We need to find... Oh, we have energy retrieval, so we can just manually attach and do our thing. No biggie there. Boop. So now the question is, do I want a boss? Probably not. I want to find the VMAX and I want to get Zigzagoon, so I'm not going to boss. I think we have access to... No, we don't, because we lost all of our draw Pokemon in our first turn because they were all in our opening hand, as well as our 2 Frostmoths. Alright, there's Zigzagoon. There's the VMAX. It's a shame. Alright, Ziggy boy. So now we're immune to being O-code, so we're not going to lose next turn, which is good. Unless he benches another Zigzagoon. This dude... Well, I guess we're just going to O-code this dude. I have this net in hand and I'm thinking about using it, but I'm not too sure. We have boss for next turn, but I guess we also have access to Eldegoss, but we don't have a free bench. We have lots of nets, so there's no point using it now. Or maybe there is, I don't know. He can just move the damage counter, so there's not really a point using it now. Yeah, for now I guess I'm gonna... I could just knock out a Jinx. Let me just knock out a Jinx. Whatever. Yeah, let's just knock out a Jinx. That's less damaging to spread. Bri Pico, yo, speaking of which, 10 minutes to sign up, bruh. Get in there. Get in there for what? The tournament? No, I'm not playing no tournament. No, I'm not ready for that right yet. Mostly because I work, so I don't have time to just dedicate to a whole day of playing. Because all tournaments are on weekends, and I work Friday through Monday. And I have a hurricane, so I'm probably not going to have power starting tomorrow. So I can't really play any tournaments right now. But I do want to play in a tournament eventually. Alright, so how can he win? He needs to stand me or something if he's going to win. Thank you, bro. Appreciate it. Yeah, we got the hurricane tonight, so we're probably not going to have power for at least like 2 or 3 days, if not a week. The stream is gonna be such a pain in the butt to edit, to upload, because we have all that background noise. But we'll see what we can do. I might not upload it, but I really want to because we have so many good games. Like, he needs to get me out of the active. He can't beat me unless he gets me out of the active. Even then, there's only a chance. There we go. So, like, I don't know. I just want to keep playing. Like, I'm actually having a lot of fun. This is the most fun I've had playing Pokemon in a while. I love Inteleon, bro. I can't really invest into the deck because I think that Electra's going to be busted next set again. But I just like playing this deck. It's so much fun. I would like to buy the cards, though. That'd be nice. Opening hand, going seconds. Not bad, actually. Pretty good opening hand. It'd be nice if we can get that out of the active. Get Jirachi active instead. That boy is a threat. We can 2-hit KO it as long as he doesn't have any, like, Luke Metal. This is probably our worst matchup, is Luke Metal Zacian. Because the reduction, the damage reduction is too much for us to handle sometimes. But we can snipe around it, we can hit it for 130, we can hit it with Keldeo. We can GX it with Keldeo, I should say. But if he has healing, and if he has damage reduction, then that's a big pain. Like, Giant Cape is not nearly as bad as damage reduction. Do you live in the US? I do. I live in Texas. I live in southern Texas, Houston area. What's up, Gabriel, by the way? Ooh, ADP. Okay, so ADP isn't as bad, but Zama is then... I mean, he has everything on board that we need to knock out, so we're actually pretty good. And he went first for some reason. Usually these lists go second. But our hand is so busted. Our hand is actually super strong. Let's go ahead and get a Inteleon first. I think I want to get a second Snom down. Maybe like a Jirachi and try to switch this dude, because I don't think he's going to knock me out. It's going to Jirachi. Hopefully the switching is good enough. But I can grab like something else. Let's grab 2 Inteleons. I think that's fine. Yeah, let's grab 2 Inteleons. We can hit around, do some shenanigans with that. Okay, we can use Jirachi, I guess. Attach. I don't really know what I want with Jirachi, but just having it is nice. No, don't want any of these cards. I can use it again next turn. I don't have to worry about it right now. We have the VMAX. We don't have Frostmoth or energies. We have research. We have net. We can do most of the things we need to do next turn. We're good for now. Canada for you? Hey. One of the better countries in the world. Hammer. Hammer in the ADP list, huh? That's probably why he chose to go first, because he doesn't have a lot to do going second. Probably doesn't play energy switches. I'm surprised to see a Hammer. Alright. So we just gotta find a bunch of buckets. Swell is whatever. We don't care about our Wonder Lab in most cases. Wonder Lab is just kind of there to be a stadium. It's not really useful, to be 100% honest. It's just there to be a stadium so we can bump the black market. Because black market is always a pain. There's a bunch of dudes we can easily knock out, so that's good news. We just gotta put 2 snipes on this dude, and then we can knock it out, and then we just gotta boss these dudes twice. So hopefully we don't draw too many bosses. This becomes interesting. What do I want to do with this Zigzagoon? I don't know what I want to do with this Zigzagoon. I could not bench it, but does Zigzagoon damage? Does that matter? I don't think it matters in a lot of cases. This thing, 60, right now is 270 HP. So 160 plus 120 is 280, so that's not going to matter there. This is probably the thing that's going to matter on the most. So I'll put it on this. I want to abuse this net. So let me, oh, nice. You can use this first. So if I can research or Marnie, that'd be kind of nice. But I think I'm gonna have to research here because like I'm not really under too much of a threat. I haven't been GX attacked yet. He hasn't really set up any energies. So I think I'm actually good to just abuse this for a little bit. Marnie can give me energy retrieval. That means Jirachi. I just need a hard retreat essentially. So I need 2 energies. So I would like to find a bucket or draw some energies. Okay, there's a bucket. Incense doesn't really matter right now. I can pick up the Zigzagoo if I want to. But let me just play bucket. I don't think I need to play anything else this turn. I can wait till next turn. Actually, by retreating, that means I can use my incense, my energy retrieval to its maximum efficiency. So I'm going to do that right now. Now I think I can evolve this Inteleon this turn, right? I'm not wrong. I'm pretty sure I can do that. Yeah, I can. Alright, cool. Now we should have, ideally we have 1 more energy retrieval in the deck list. Obviously we can't damage this thing too much this turn, but the 60 damage thing could be helpful. I don't know though. Do I want to, I can't play boss this turn, obviously. Play next turn though. Yeah, we'll just go ahead and max bullet and just damage the bench. Let's damage this thing because I want to hit this thing twice. Because what's going to win me the game, right, is 3 attacks. So which means I have to find boss or Eldegoss every turn. They're hammering now. Remember when Black Market is straight trash? It kind of is straight trash right now, but like there's not many good stadiums that's worth playing. These hammers are going to be really annoying. They're going to be super annoying. You know, maybe I shouldn't have evolved and I should have just hit him with a regular Inteleon. That might have been the right play, but I'm not too sure. Evolving feels safer because you can always burst the Zacian out of nowhere. Dene is here, speaking of which. So are we still going to win in 3 attacks? No. Unless we get a boss energy. Boss energy is going to be nice. The Dene is going to have to do the most. The absolute mostest right now. We need to win in 3 attacks. There's a boss. Now we need to find an energy card. Let's go for Dene. I don't like using this right now, but at least we get to attack. We have another boss for next turn. So things are looking pretty good. We can knock this out, and then we have to find 1 more boss for the following turn for game. There's an energy, that's good. There's Eldegoss, that's great. Alright, things are looking pretty nice. Gonna start damaging us, that's fine. As long as he doesn't keep landing hammers, should be okay. I'm not gonna manually attach because hammers are kind of scary. Just want to make sure we constantly have energies. There's stamp, that's not good either, but it's only stamped to 4. It's manageable. No way to pick up our cards right now though. Okay, we're stuck again. There's no more hard retreating we can really do safely. At least there's not enough. I guess we can still hard retreat because our game plan is actually just knocking out the Dene and Zacian for game. This assault tackle is only like 3 KOs, so we have plenty of time. Actually, no, 2 KOs. 2 KOs us. All right, that's fine. Oh boy. All right. This feels like a wasted turn if I don't. But I need so much here. Oh, there's much I can do. I can give him this prize, but I can lose the game if I do that. So let's go ahead and hard retreat regardless. That stamp was really strong for my opponent. That's unfortunate for us. I want to keep this Keldeo around, but we unfortunately cannot do that. We have nothing else to dump. We need all 3 of those Pokemon just in case. They're all useful. Do we have a net? We don't have a net. Alright, spin the deck so that stamps don't beat us anymore. Get that out of there. Man, I want to thin the deck more, but I think it's our best bet for now. Anything that can tank? The Dene can technically tank, which forces him to switch or play a boss himself. But then we have to hard retreat the Dene, which seems pretty bad. Let's pick up the Zigzagoon for now. Actually, I could have picked up Jirachi. Oh, I should. You know what? That's what I should have done. I should have picked up Jirachi and then made the Dene active. Because him knocking this out means he knocks us out for game. Oh, I'm so stupid. Why'd I do that? I needed to give him the Dene that turn. I'm such a terrible player. All right, whatever. It's fine. We can still maybe win. We have Marnie ourselves, but Marnie's not going to help us when we need to play boss. Which means he just needs to play boss himself for a game, which is not good for us. Alright, whatever. I'm so terrible. I should have given him the Dene. Why'd I do that? I'm so bad at this game. Whatever. Bucket. I wish we had stamp in this deck right now. I'm actually pretty sure I play a stamp now. Or maybe I don't. I don't remember. We're boss away from winning. So now it's boss wars. Does he have boss or not? I wish I didn't have to take prizes there, but I don't think there's anybody else I could attack that would require me to not take prizes. No boss yet. Primal Wisdom means he's trying to dig it for a boss. We just need our last boss. I'm pretty sure we have 2 more in the deck, actually. Yeah, we have 2 more in the deck. So we can play a few switches. We can bench the Crobat and try to draw it. Does he have the Dene left? Does he have any other way to draw? Alright, cool. So we just need boss. Come on. It's an 8-card deck. We're going to draw at least 3 cards, I think. We're the best. We're the best. Alright, cool. Oh, that game was too close. It wouldn't have been that close if I just gave him the Dene. So that was me making a pretty big misplay there. That could have cost me the game. But if I gave him the Dene, he can't knock it out with the Zacian because of resistance, or the Zamazenta with the resistance. So that means even if he did find boss, he couldn't have won the game with the boss. So, terrible player alert, but it's fine. Okay, I don't think my heart can take many more games. So, I'm going to go ahead and end the stream here. We streamed for over 3 hours, I think. How long have we been streaming, boys? We've been streaming for a while. We did a lot of Inteleon testing today. So, this deck, consider it shelved. I'm going to consider it done for the time being. I'm pretty happy with the list. Eventually, we'll make more changes as we test more, but I think the 2 energy retrievals, the incense, and the Eldegoss were good additions. They were very good additions. The deck is kind of messy, but I like the additions to the deck. They make the deck a lot more consistent. So this is the list. Feel free to steal it. It's right there for you. And thank you all for watching. Be sure to drop all the people on YouTube, people that are watching this on YouTube, drop a like on this video. Subscribe, share, all that good jazz. Answer a comic question of the day for a chance to win a couple of codes. Today's comic question of the day is going to be... I'm brain farting. Who do you like more, Volcanion or Frostmoth? A little firebug, ice bug action, some duality, yin and yang, you know what I mean? Appreciate all the support, guys. It means the world to me. See y'all later. Peace.